Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders started, and in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Keenum. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. 4-6 defense. They were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it different.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cordray Tankersley, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Here's Keenum. For the catch made, this is Emmanuel Sanders. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Being chased out left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a third and short here. 22. Out of the gun, Keenum. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are in for 6. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Tannehill on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. on 1st and 10. Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Keenum to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Denver right after this. Keenum now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him a gain of 37.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice base hit jars the ball free and brings up third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Keenum. And he's got Hireman. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
23 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after play.
Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. So now here come the Dolphins. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. On first down, it's Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And here he's got Grant. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Tannehill. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Sanders' kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Let's go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Tannehill hands to Gray, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And down he'll go at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Keenum now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Now it is an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 24. To throw is Keenum. is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Keenum runs the sneak, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Case Keenum taking it in. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And McManus. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle, come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. they'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Von Miller coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. On the completion, Frank Gore. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now, Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Keenum. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. On first down, it's Keenum. it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the